Is it an art? Is presenting public speaking an art? And if so, can you teach it?
I believe it's not an art, because
Okay.
it's not just a skill that you're innately born with. It's not a science either, because it's much more human than that. I actually believe it's a sport. It's a human activity which involves a lot of adrenaline. Some people are born with an innate presentational skill, but they only get really good at it if they practice under pressure and they get some coaching on techniques to get them to do it better.
Okay, coaching. How do you do it then? How do you go in, and where do you start, more importantly?
Well, I start these days with the premise that most corporate presentations are too long, too vague, too boring, and too infested with a blizzard of slides that are covered with a blanket of bullet points.
Death by PowerPoint.
Well, in my view, you can only be persuasive if you focus on the words that you say and not just on the visuals that you show.
Right. But you're in a very competitive field. There are a lot of you out there around the world, right? So how do you differentiate?
My differentiation is this. If you accept the premise that you have to focus on the words, you have to make sure that there is information plus attitude in your words.
Right.
And your attitude should be one of that of being a leader, leading the audience to a very specific place. And in order to do that, you have to have a very specific, what I call, micro message. A micro message is a sequence of words which quickly and compellingly captures the essence of your company, your product, or your idea in a way which is specifically tailored to needs of that particular audience in that particular place at that particular time. It's what you'd say if you only had 10 seconds in which to do the whole presentation.
Now, I know most of your coaching is done here in the UK, but you travel around the world and you do it in different parts of the world. So I want to ask you this. Is there a particular nation out there that is just better at this than others?
Of the ones that I've worked with, I have to say the nationality that sticks out most positively.
I know what you're going to say.
Is the United States.
Of course it is. The Americans. God love them.
They have so much more of a tradition in their education system of what I believe they call show and tell, whereby students actually are given the challenge of presenting something specific. It might be a school project, it might be what they did on their vacation, at a very young age. And they get exposed to the pressure of presentation early on, and it stands them in good stead for the rest of their lives.
And, well, I've got to wrap it up, but in about 15 seconds, it all comes down, as I've been saying, and you sort of highlighted, preparation. Preparation.
If you don't prepare, you will not make the most of the time that's available to you. And that's what I would preach more than anything else.